Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video, which I didn't expect to actually film this type of video this week because I didn't think anything was coming in the mail, but I woke up today and I had a surprise package waiting for me out in the living room. And I just want to say to the person that sent this, I know you want to say, you didn't want me to say your name, so I'm not going to, but I just want to say to you directly, just thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was truly, truly amazing opening up and seeing what was inside. I am still kind of shocked and kind of, have to touch the supplies every now and then to make sure they're still real. But yeah, I absolutely love everything that was sent to me, and it was just such a surprise to open up the box and see what was actually inside. And I figured today I'm gonna do a little half meal video, show off the stuff, and then we're gonna do a little color and chat where I do test out the supplies or color the supplies. I was sent two different supplies. So the first thing that was at the top of the box, and I actually thought this was it because I opened it up and this was sitting on top with those those air bubble packs, they kind of like this long, and they're full of air so nothing moves around and bounces in the box. And I thought this was it, but then I lifted the box and it was too heavy and there was something else after that. But the things that were on top were these Faber-Castell felt tip pens, and they're the connector tips to them, so they kind of connect all together. I had recently seen Zoe Archer using these, and they looked really, really good, and they looked like they really cut really well. And I had them, had them on my wish list. Both the stuff was from that, and I just absolutely. I haven't used these yet, but I did scribble some with them, and they are really good. I haven't swatched these yet, just simply because I find that with Faber-Castell, with their markers, they are very, very true to the pens themselves. So that's what the color range looks like, and then they are connected. They'll connect at the caps like that, so you can kind of twist them if you want to and make your little fort thing. So these would be perfect actually for kids as well because they can build with them, But I find with the Faber-Castells, I'm probably going to go ahead and later on put them into color groups, stuff like that. So right now I just have them as they are in the tin. But I find with the Faber-Castells that they're very true to actually the color. So if I pull off, say, this one, it just connects here. If I pull off this one here and open it up, it's very true to the outside, maybe it's slightly lighter, So I feel like I didn't need to swatch these ones out or anything like that. So I didn't do that, but I will do them in the future once I have them, in the color groups. And then of course, if you want to, you could just, if they're a little longer, there you go, they can snap together, But yeah, I figured we'll do a little coloring with these sticks. I always scribbled on them out a little bit because I thought, like I said, this was the only thing in the package. Because, like I said, those on the bubble wrapping and the other things were in our box, inside the box. So I thought this was it. So I was scribbling down, and they were amazing. They're really nice color and vibrant colors. So I am really excited to test these out and actually color with them. Let's see if I can, there we go. Just snap that one closed for now. And then the thing that was inside of a box is a small box, and there was another box inside the box. And I couldn't actually process for a little bit what was in there, and I still kind of look over at the tin to make sure that it's still real. And even though I was coloring with them earlier and swatching them out, I still can't believe I actually own these. So I just have to say again, thank you to the person that sent these, because I never actually thought I would own them, and they are actually truly, truly amazing. They're much more amazing than I even thought they would be. And those pencils are the Faber-Castell Polychromos. This is the 120 set. Yeah, and these are just absolutely amazing. I've colored them a little bit. I haven't colored too much because I was, busy cooking and stuff like that today, and then I was swatching them all out. But they are absolutely amazing. They just are such a dream to actually work with. Yeah, they are just amazing. It says on the back here, I think these ones are oil-based. and they are very like light fast, light faceted or light fasted, light fast has light fast. It has like the layers right there. You can see where like one reasonable high and a maximum, and a lot of them are the maximum light fastness, which I think that means they're fade resistant. I believe that's what it's called, where the does it. Let's see. Yeah, but they are amazing. I was coloring with them, and they're not in here right now. I did move one of my pencils around to put them in a case. But yeah, I have been coloring with them. I love them, and like I said, I just never actually thought that I would have these pencils, and I just had to thank the person who sent them. If you're watching it, you know who you are. Thank you so much, because I never thought I would own these pencils, and now I do, and they are actually probably a little more favorite than the Prismas actually after using them just a little bit. I have to, of course, use them more, but I have been enjoying them so much. Let me set the tin down here, but I have them all in here, in a little case here. So I have them all. This is a thing that came with it, a little advertisement for the Albert Durr Magnus, and a little booklet on it. I just left it over here like this for now because I'm gonna put it back in the tin. But I did color coordinate them with white and black and the skin tones, going into the browns, going into the yellows and oranges, going into the orange to reds to pinks to purples to blues, and then to greens, and then greens to gray, and then the metallics in there. The only one I did notice is I got two versions of chrome oxide green, which actually isn't a bad thing because it's one of my favorite greens in the set actually. So what I'm going to do is when I order my replacement Prismas, because I need to order a few extra ones, I'll look up what green didn't come in the set that I got the extra chrome oxide green for, and I will go ahead and look at, because I can actually probably look on the back of the tin and find the number that I didn't get in here. But I'm actually happy that I have two of these because it is one of my favorite greens that I was swatching out. And I did swatch these out as well, and I'm not really a big fan of the metallic pencils, but these ones are really good. They have a nice shine to them. But yeah, these are absolutely amazing, and were a dream to color with. I have colored a little bit, which I'll show you the picture in a little bit, but yeah, I was kind of in shock when I opened it up and seen them at the bottom of the things. I've seen them at the bottom of the box there, and it was one of those moments where I was, very kind of speechless there. And I just I swatched them out so I can test, because I need to see what they actually were colored like and everything like that. So I have them swatched out as they are in the case here, and I just put the name and the numbers down, so you see all the nice beautiful color range. I did this so I can easily see which ones I pick out, because with my Prismas I don't need to have a swatch of them to know what the color shade is, but since these are newer I needed to have that. And I did leave the extra space for when I figure out our pencil. And then you see at the bottom the metallics that are nice and shiny, but like most metallics I did find that they were slightly scratchier than the other ones. These are all nice and smooth and creamy, but I did notice that the metallics were slightly scratchier, but that's even my Prisma metallics are scratchier. So yeah, that is my Happy Mail. So I just want to say thank you, truly thank you to the person that sent these to me. I will be getting a lot of use out of them, and I will be definitely enjoying them quite a lot on my channel, and using them in color alongs, and I can't wait to just get the hang of using these and coloring with them, because they are really fun to color with. And what I noticed is I used a skin tone for with using the light flesh, and if I was using light peach in my Prisma, this pencil would be down probably here after the first skin tone, and I barely I sharpened this up and I barely wore the point of this pencil down on it. So I feel like these pencils are gonna last really long. So that is really nice as well, because you know, sometimes the Prismas, like, you can just, like, you can, like, push too hard and, like, the whole point of the Prisma's gone. But, like, with these, it feels like, they will last a little bit longer. But yeah, let me show you what I was doing earlier with it. And the page, we're going to be coloring in 2 different pages today, because I'm going to be doing both supplies. But this is the page I was doing earlier. And this is what I've been doing with the polys right here. And this is my first attempt at skin. I didn't even look up a tutorial on it, and I really love how that came out. So I used, for the skin here, I used Light Flesh number 132, Dark Flesh number 130, Cinnamon number 189, Burnt Ochre number 187, and Brister? This one? You have to get used to all the names, which is 179. And then for the blue, I used Sky Blue as my lightest, and that was 146. Phthalo Blue or Philo Blue, which is 110. Then I used Bluish Turquoise, which is 149, and then Prussian Blue, which is 246. And then for her eyes in there, I used Black, which is 199, Light Green, which is 171, Permanent Green, which is 266, and Chrome Oxide Green, which is 278. And then just for her lips, I used Black again, and then I used Pink Matter Lake, Light Purple Pink, which is, Pink Matter Lake is 129, Light Purple Pink is 128, and Fuchsia, which is 123. That's the only thing with these ones is, in certain lights, it's hard to see the numbers in here where I'm sitting, but once I get used to actually saying them, it'll be easy to do. So this is what we're going to do with the pencils, but first, since I have used these pencils, I want to go ahead and use those markers, or felt tip pens, however you want to say it, I think, because Faber-Castell is, I think, a German company, or German brand. It's felt tip pens, because over in the UK, it's felt tip pens, and over there, it's felt tip pens, and over here, it'd be like a felt tip marker. So I'm going to go ahead and set these down out of the thing, because I'm going to go ahead and put them in different color groups after the video. And it did come with, I forgot to show you, a little leaf kit that you can make a tree out of one of them. It looks like this right here. And then it came with a little booklet on them, on how to, like, do this on this kit and stuff like that. And I guess maybe some kind of like a butterfly as well that you can do. That's their different sets, and they have connectors to it as well, where you can kind of, like, on the bottom here, it looks like this down here, you can kind of connect them together. They're down here in the bottom, kind of like an extra tip thing to them. So I'll have to color that little tree up and make a thing of it. So I did pick out, let me go ahead and actually move this over. Hold on I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the page we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be playing around with for the Faber-Castells. And I think we're going to go ahead and start up here and do these. So I'm going to do them in a blue. So let's see, I'm going to use this one right here, which is kind of like a turquoise. See, I've been waiting to test these out till now, because I want to see what they were like on like first impressions. And okay, so they go in here, go connect right there. I was trying to like put them right back in here. It's like, it doesn't fit, and it goes right there. And this is what they look like, the names of them. So I do swatch these out and feel like they need to have a number or something like that. I will go ahead and add them. So make sure really quickly. Okay. So I hope everyone had a good day. Oh, these are really good on this paper. So I hope everyone had a good day. It was Easter Sunday today, so I didn't even expect anything to come in the mail today. But it's Easter Sunday, so I hope everyone had a good Easter. You'll be seeing this Monday. And I have to keep an eye out for the time. It's currently 12:22. So when this hits around the 50-minute mark, I will have to pause because I have to go out and turn my dad's coffee pot on because he's leaving at like 2:30. He's getting up at like 2:30 and leaving at 3. So these ones have a really good color. Can you see that? Like, you can zoom in a little bit more. There you go. You can zoom in just a little bit more. They do have a good color. I'm just trying not to go back and forth because sometimes with felt tip pens, I've found that you can rip the pages up a little bit. So I'm trying to kind of go very light on it. But yeah, as you can see, it's very true to the marker. But it was a good Easter here. I got up and I waited about 30-40 minutes after I got up to go out there and finish dinner. I made up some macaroni and cheese, a vegetable, and some biscuits. And we ate, and then we all kind of hibernated after that because we kind of just put ourselves into a food coma from all the food. And then we watched The Amazing Race, the one that was on Wednesday, we're gonna watch until Rupert's gone, unless it gets good. I might stick around because Tyler Oakley is on there. And I was a fan of his YouTube back in the day. I haven't been watching it, but I do like him as like a person or as like a personality, you know? So I might continue watching it for after that, but honestly, I wasn't very impressed with the people on there. I wasn't even really impressed with like Rupert and his wife as much as I thought I was going to be. Because I do like them, it's just they seem to like give up really quickly. Like when they couldn't find stuff, you know, like the what's it, a roadblock, I think. They couldn't find it, it's like they just want to kind of like give up, you know? But I will continue to cheer them on, hopefully, you know. Obviously, it is a lot different than what they're used to being like on Survivor, but hopefully, you know, they will pick up and be good at it. So I'm just gonna turn you and lift. There we go. Now I don't have to keep zooming in and out, moving the book. Let's see if I did the bottom one. And then me and my mom were able to watch Empire that we missed today. And it was pretty good, actually. It was a little bit different than I thought it was going to be. It was actually a little better than I thought it was going to be, actually. So that is good. Because it was on demand through our cable, and we didn't actually think it was going to be because of the fact that it says it expired on 4/20, and it was still on there. I think, would that go down this way? Like, is it pretty much, but like this doesn't go this way, so this is a different design. Yeah, because that's part of his claw. Okay, glad I caught myself there. That's part of his claw. I did miss the first like 10 minutes of the episode because as we were sitting down to watch it, my mom heard something at the door. So I opened up the door and found one of the outdoor cats, who is kind of like the baby of them all. She's probably has to be like maybe like 7 months. She was outside at the door because there was no food out there because the other cats ate it. So she was really hungry. So, and she is one of, if you actually seen her in person, she's one of like the most skittish of them all. So for her to come up to the door and like when the door is open, she was actually like peeking up over the like the bottom metal part of the screen door. It was so cute. So like I ran out some food for her and I had to stay out there because one of the cats that it's not an outdoor cat, it's actually the neighbor's cat. It's kind of like an indoor outdoor cat. And it's mostly outdoor because they forget it all the time. Came over to eat because we feed it and stuff like that as well. And that cat is kind of a bully and doesn't like to share the stuff, like share the food. So I had to stay out and for the little one to eat because the little one is usually skittish too much for even like to come close to us. But she was like right up next to me, not next to me, probably a good like maybe 3-4 feet away from me, but that's like right next to me for her. So I split up. I gave the neighbor cat like a very tiny spoonful into her bowl because she had a lot earlier. And I gave the majority of a can of food to the little one, and she ate every little bite of it before running off because getting scared of the other cat. So that is the turquoisey color there. So I'm going to go ahead and snap this one back into place. And let's see, let's do this one. So I missed the first 10 minutes of Empire, but it was worth it. So we're going to use this blue. And if you're wondering, it does bleed through. All markers do bleed through on this paper. Even my Crayola Super Tips. So we're going to use this one for the other colors. Make sure I'm in, yes, I am frame. But I wanted to make sure that the little one did get some food because she wasn't around earlier when my mom fed them. So she didn't get the food earlier. So I want to make sure that while she was around, she got it. And she did end up actually running away because the other cat finished her food in the bowl I gave her and realized that the other cat was still eating and got a little upset and moved to the dry food and started to like growl at the little one, and the little one ran away. But the neighbor cat ended up leaving after I went inside, and the little one came back and finished up some of the rest of the wet food that was in her dish, like little crumbs that were left over, and finished up about half of the dry food that I took out for her. So she was hungry. But I'm hoping now, that she knows to come to the door, that will mean that she will get used to coming up to us a little more. Because there's only 3 out of the 7 cats outside that we take care of that don't let us come up close to them. One is the little baby one. The other one is, I think, one of the newer, he or she is not very, we have a feeling that someone dropped that one off because it's in a little too perfect health, Like, it looks like it's kind of like a fresh new outdoor cat, you know, if that makes sense. We hope that's not the case, but it seems like the case with that one. So that one is very skittish yet, and then the old man one, he is getting better. Like, he will now sit there and watch. Like, if you show the can of food to him, he will sit there and wait for you at the end of the driveway. But if you try to go up to him, he'll leave. That's kind of like how the little one is now. Like, if you show her the food before going outside and move very closely, make sure you open the door very slowly, she'll sit there and wait for you. But if you go out there super fast, she'll run. Okay, let's do a different color besides blue now. Let's do a yellow. Let's do this yellow right here, which is this one. I'm going to zoom out because we're going to be doing this kind of circle area around him. So it was worth it missing the first little bit. And if I really wanted to, I was really interested, you know, in the first 10 minutes, I would have just restarted it, but nothing happens in the first 10 minutes of a show that you can't, like, just make up for in the end. But I did find it to be actually a better episode than I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna, you know, of course, talk about it, because I don't want, just in case someone watches, I don't want to spoil it, but it turned out to be a better episode than I imagined it to be. So that's always a good thing. And it was funny going on Twitter earlier while Game of Thrones was airing. So I don't have HBO, and I don't plan on getting HBO just for Game of Thrones. I figure now that this is the last season, I'm just going to probably around Christmas pick up a DVD set, because you know they're going to have a complete series DVD set by then to capitalize on it. Like, to capitalize on, like, the popularity and stuff like that. So I figure I'll pick up the complete set then. I stopped watching the show around season 3 or 4, I think. And I just kind of kept up with it, like, reading the synopses and stuff like that on, like, Wikipedia and stuff like that. And of course, if you're on Twitter, because all you have to do is search the hashtag Game of Thrones, and you pretty much will know every single thing that goes on in the episode. So I was kind of laughing at all the memes for the one thing that happened in tonight's episode. If you watched it, you know what everyone's probably talking about. But I'm not going to spoil it just in case you didn't see it, but it was hilarious seeing people's reaction and not even, like, watching the show at the time. Yeah, but I think the last time I watched that one was season 4, because it was the Red Wedding. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like a nice framing for it. And they do just kind of click into there nice and tightly. Let's see, what color do I want to use next? Let's do these little fish down here. Let's do them, I want to use some of these brownish colors. We're gonna use this one right here, which might be actually like a peachy skin tone, I'm not sure. But we're gonna test it out on the fins. Oh, no, not like a peachy skin tone. So yeah, actually zooming in so you can see. And tomorrow is just going to be a day of writing. I'm gonna tell myself I need to sit down because I really do need to sit down and start writing. I might actually do that tonight after I'm done filming. Because, let's see, I'm at 16 minutes here. I plan on going for at least, I want to use like 30 minutes of markers and 30 minutes of pencils tonight, I think. Just to test it out. So I'm going to turn you, lift you, and there we go. Am I in for? Yes, I am. So I want to do at least 30 minutes of these markers and 30 minutes of pencils to kind of show them off. Like I said, I just need to take that break at like 1:30 to go flip the switch on the coffee pot. And I have to remember to leave my debit card out there for my dad so he can go pick up some milk and some extra candy for the cats outside. Let's just do this one. I use this color right here. Okay, make sure I was still in frame there. Let's do the lips. Do the outer ring here. Do the inner one. But I know tomorrow I do have one book coming that I ordered. Do this part. I have the, I forget the name of it, but it's a Christmas one by Marjorie Sarnett. It is on sale right now on Amazon for a few, I think it was like $4, I think. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Because after I seen the pictures inside, and when I do a flip through of it, you're gonna know why. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I could not pass that up. Especially at $4. I couldn't pass it up. I would have been kicking myself if I missed that one when it was on sale. There. So yeah, I would have been kicking myself if I missed that one when I was on sale. Let's do this burnt orange color. So right here, kind of like a burnt orangey color. So yeah, it would have definitely been a book that I would have kicked myself for missing out on. And I just seen a few of the pictures that people uploaded to the NIV page. Hold on, wait a sec. Let me finish up this fish's face and I will tell you the book name so you can look it up. I think it might have been Fanciful Christmas Designs or Vintage Christmas Designs. I'm not sure. Let me see really quickly. I have my laptop up over here. Because if I close my laptop and put it to sleep, it's like really hard to warm back up. But if I leave it up and mute it on like a Twitch stream or something like that, it works. It like doesn't slow down. Sorry, I had to grab a drink there. Let's see. Creative Christmas, that's what it's called. It's called, making me sign in. So I hit the thing that had recent order instead of the picture. Okay, come on now. Let's see. They keep making me do that like extra security measure, like you like the weird different numbers like that. let's see. I'm just trying to pull up the name for you so I can tell. It is Creative Haven Creative Christmas Coloring Book by Marjorie Sarnett. And if you're looking for it, has like Santa and the reindeer on the front with kind of like Zenduli designs on there. But it's currently on sale for $4.34. And let me just tell you, it is absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the best, in my opinion, of Marjorie Sarnett, and she does amazing books. So yeah, I will do a flip through, and that comes in the mail. Go ahead and lift you up. Well, I won't do a flip through in the mail one. I'll wait until actually probably next Sunday to do a flip through of it. Depends. I should actually do a flip through tomorrow night when I get it, or tomorrow when I get it, because it might not be on sale if I wait until Sunday, because Sunday will be like the last 2 days of the month. Then afterwards, I have to post on Monday. So what I'll do is tomorrow when I get it in the mail, I will go ahead and film a flip through of it, and I'll probably post it Wednesday, because tomorrow for you, which is actually Tuesday for me. So let's do this color right here, this little orangey color. I have a video going up about all the books I have wrote on Tuesday. And then I'll have my first part of the Jade Summer Dragons color along going up on Tuesday. So I'm just going to do these same colors over the other fish really quickly. I don't have to keep moving the camera back and forth. So yeah, that'll go up Tuesday. So those ones will go up Tuesday. So I'll do the flip through on Wednesday of it. I'll post on Wednesday. Even if it goes up to $5.99, it's worth it in my book, in my eyes, I'd say, because if the images in there, we're going to use this color, different orange now. Just in my opinion, it would be worth it, even if it went up to $5.99 again. Because I think that one is probably the first one that I've seen of just like a picture, because people post like the pictures like as like they'll like put the picture like a pen down the middle so people can't like screenshot and steal or print it out, And that was like the first one that I seen that was like, I need this book now, So I was like, I'm taking advantage of this sale. Okay, so there's our fish. Let's get in position now and zoom out. So here's what we have so far. So let's do these little dots here. Let's do a blue. Let's do this blue. I'm going to use this one right here, kind of like a cerulean color, I think, for the dots. I'm not going to zoom in because there's dots everywhere on this picture. See, I think these pens here would be perfect if you're really into the color by numbers, stuff like that, because it has a nice variety of colors. Like, say if it just called for blue, you can just like pull out all your different blues and kind of change it up, per picture. Like if you went like if it didn't call for like a mid-tone blue, if it just called for blue, but you want to switch it up, make it like a mid-tone blue, or what, this would be like a perfect amount of color ranges here. And with them connecting like this, it'd be perfect for, like, if you're going to be going on vacation or something like that, because they kind of clip together, so it wouldn't make a mess in your bag. See, I will definitely be finishing up this page with these markers. And I kind of did this one here as a tester page because this isn't one of my favorite pages in the book. So I was like, if I don't end up liking these, I have a page that I can just kind of tear out and forget about. But I am really loving these and liking how this picture is coming out. So I'll finish this up off camera. Or if you want me to finish it up on camera, I'll try and save it for then. And get around to it. It might take me a bit, but I will get back around to it, finishing up with these markers or these felt tip pens, however you want to say it. See, I couldn't really test out all of the colors in the set. And that's just simply because if I did, I wouldn't be like doing the page as I would see, like wanting to. It'd just be too testing it. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and put these into a color range where I think that they go good together. Kind of instead of having some blues over off in the other set or some other colors like that, I'm going to connect all the blues, all the greens, stuff like that together. And then do the swatching video. So that is what we have so far. We're at about 20 minutes, so it does go through the back, like I said. But I am going to go ahead and put these away, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull out the polychromos, and we're going to play around with them on camera. So let me go ahead and just pause this and make sure what time. Okay. I think I'm going to play around with those until around 1:30, and then I'll sign off for today. So I'll be right back, and we will get into the polychromos. Okay, so I have the Coloring Heaven Halloween special that I was coloring out of, and I was doing number 10, which is Companions. And the person that sent these said something about wondering how they color over top of Neos. So I have this page here that I start with a Neo base, and then I did this part here, and I didn't water the paint down too much, so I'm just going to use this as a play page. So let's go ahead and see how they actually work on top of the Neos really quickly before we get to coloring. So let's go ahead and get some browns. So let's go ahead and grab this brown. Just going to grab browns. I think that would match good. Let's grab this one instead. This brown, this brown, and this brown. So it's going to do a quick tester with burnt ochre, this Brister, and then walnut brown. So let's go ahead with just the darkest and just see how they layer really nicely on top of this. Oh yeah, they work really good on top of the Neos. So if you are watching this, the person that sent them, they work fantastic on top of the Neos. Maybe I'll have to, what I might do with this page is just black this fully out and just make it like a small portrait, kind of like thing. And maybe get some stencils to go over top of the black then. Or just doodle on it with, just doodle with it on top of, with Posca. So yeah, the polychromos do really goodly. They color really nicely. This is that Brister. They color very nicely on top of the Neos. So that is good to know. You can use these on top of water-based mediums. I didn't do any, well, I do have a marker thing. I could test how they go on top of markers as well in this book, because I had a whip that I thought I finished and I didn't. And that actually has happened twice today, that I have a whip that I thought I finished and I didn't finish. I'm losing my mind. I think it's just I have so much coloring books, so many coloring books that I kind of lose track of time, I think. Let's go with the Burnt Ochre. And this is just a quick one. I'll probably come back and touch it up when I do come back to finish it. But for the time being, I just want to see. And it does color very, very nicely on top. So it goes down very, very smooth on top of the Neos. And it looks nice and smooth on there. So I go ahead and put these colors back in here. And let's go to that marker page that I thought I finished, which is this one. And let's try shading in this green here. And I'll just go ahead and use the greens that I used for the other one on the other one's eyes, because they're already nicely sharpened. So this is light green, permanent green, and chrome oxide green. Let's just do, I'm in frame, yes I am, okay. Go with the dark first. And then they seem to be coloring on here pretty nicely. But you can see why this color is a really nice green. I'll show you the swatching really quickly of it after I'm done then. But it's just one of my all-time favorite greens in this set. So when I seen that there's two, after I swatched it, I was like, I don't really mind that there's two, because I probably would have purchased more of them anyways. Because when I first got a Prismus, if I knew that there can be some that I would have wanted extras of, I would have purchased a few extra ones on the side, you know? They color over the top of markers very, very nicely. I'm just going to do a very light layer on top. And if I remember correctly, this is a base of Cali Art markers. So there you go. Nice, and shade it in. You can't really tell a difference because I try to go with the grayscaling. But it did lay down very nicely. And the page I almost did today, I almost started earlier, was this one. I kind of want to try attempting doing this one for next month, but I don't know if I want to add that onto the list or not, because I really love this picture. I just don't know how many parts it would actually take to finish, but maybe I'll attempt it next month. I'm not sure. So I go back here to the page we started. And get right there. So I think we're gonna do the ribbons here on her neck and stuff like that. So I think we're going to use purple. So it goes good blue. So I pick my purples out. And let's go. I have the swatch book right here. So let's go purples. Let's see. Let's do. What's the one called? Manganese Violet, number 160. Purple Violet, and then mauve or mauve. I think that would be a nice blend for it. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen these up. They have a nice point to them already, but I want to have a nice kind of pointy point to it. So let me go ahead and pause really quick so you don't have to hear the sharp. So here are the nice points to them. And I'm dropped on the floor. Okay, let me see if I can reach it. Yep, there I come. Why I'm showing the points is I want to tell you so you can see what they look like after I'm done coloring with them, because you barely use these pencils, I found. So let me go ahead and set them down, and I'll zoom you in. See if I can get this to like right there. This book is bigger, so I might have to move my camera up. There we go. So I'm gonna do the manganese violet, or manganese. I'm gonna be butchering names. I'm gonna do a very light layer of these first, at the lightest color. And I was really surprised. I thought these were gonna be like really difficult to pick up, but honestly, they are like almost like a Prisma, like a slightly harder Prisma. If that makes sense, where the Prismas are buttery, these ones are slightly more harder. If that makes sense, I'm trying to figure out how to like actually say like comparisons to each other. This is now purple violet, the middle tone. But where the Prismas are like a buttery, these ones are more creamy. Maybe that's the best way to say, like where the Prismas are like very buttery and stuff like that, and kind of like creamy buttery. These are kind of like more just traditionally creamy, maybe. I don't know, because I think these are oil based, so that makes kind of a difference, I guess you'd say. Maybe I don't know how to describe them, but I thought they were gonna be like super hard to pick up when I started. But honestly, I start with her skin tone, and it's like instantly. Like when I start with my Prismas, it took me probably 2-3 months to feel comfortable with my coloring. Oop, little chips broke off there. I got it to too big of a point. But when I used my Prismas, it took me like 2-3 months to feel comfortable with them in my hands. And these ones, it was like instantaneously, like they were made for me, almost, like in a way, sense, if that makes sense to anyone. But it was just like instant, like they just felt good in my hands, and I was just so excited to use these. And I really loved how they go down and how they color. And one of the reasons why I want to test this out on this paper, because it's single-sided, so I can hairspray like I usually do to like lock it in, and I'll know if it goes through the paper. So when I do it, if I did this on like a double-sided page, I know, this is now mauve, I know if it, like the color, if like the oil in it reacts to the hairspray and goes to the page. You know, because I think this ink, it said it was like permanent, I guess you'd say. So when you put it down, it's there. And I think one of the biggest difference between the Prismas and these ones is with the Prismas, you can kind of blend with these, and these ones you have to like layer the colors. It's like where I put the lightest colors in here, it's gonna stay there. But if I did the Prismas, I'd be able to like blend the color out this way further. Whereas with these ones here, it's going to stay right there. It's not going to go further this way. It's going to stay right there, you know? So I really don't know too big of a difference. If you know the differences in the comments, just let me know and let everyone know, you know? But I know these ones are oil-based, and these are more of like a layering pencil, which I have been practicing actually my layering recently, so this is gonna really help out. And I plan on watching a whole bunch of people's videos that use these. I believe, is it Color and Chat with Sammy who really likes the polychromos? I think it is. I can't say it's Dee Dee Willingham, because Dee Dee, I think, is a Prisma person. Or I see her using Prisms all the time. And I know Shalene likes her polys as well. I'm gonna go back to Purple Violet. But I think it is Color and Chat with Sammy who uses them a lot. So I'm gonna go back and look at some of her tutorials and stuff like that on them and see like color blends like that. So if you know anyone who does have good videos for like kind of beginners with the polychromos, is in the let me know in the comments below who to check out that maybe I don't know of yet, because I would like to watch and observe and learn. There, I think we're going to go back now with the manganese violet for the top layer. I think that went really good with the blue. So this one I probably won't finish on camera, because I'll probably have it finished by tomorrow or the next day, because I will be very excited to finish it up and do the colors. But I'll be probably coloring with a lot of these pencils on different papers to see how they work on everything, because I have been very, very impressed with these so far. I love them. I thought, like I said, it was gonna take me a while to pick up on them, like to pick up how to use them. But honestly, it's like almost like these pencils were like made for like me and like my coloring style. So yeah, I love these pencils. And honestly, the more I color with them, I would say that I like them a little more than the Prismas, but to me, they're, I think, pretty much even out with how I like them. There. I think that looks good together. But you can see, this is the point that I was talking about. This is the points of all of them. This one got a little more blunt because that's the one that the very tip pointed off. But look how all the points look like. If I used my Prismas, this point would be gone. And color the whole thing and blend it the whole thing. So yeah, I am very impressed and think these are probably gonna last a long time in my supplies, because they don't seem to like go down very far when you use them, which is always good. So you're gonna see I put this one here. I'm trying to put them back in the same order that they go in when I got them out, because it goes by, if I get like lost, I can just go to my swatch book, which is nice because I have them in their first order. So let's do brown hair. Do you want to do brown hair? Do you want to do brown hair or blonde hair? Or brownish blonde hair? Let's do brownish blonde hair. Let me look at my swatch book first. Let me zoom you out so you can see the swatches as well. That looks really good on camera. I like looking at what I did. It's like, ooh, this looks really good. If you're ever like a little concerned about like what your picture looks like, just put your camera on it and like your phone camera, and you'll see actually what it looks like through a different lens, and it's like really nice. See the yellows? See yellows. I'm thinking dark Naples ochre, number 184, will be a good color for like the blonde part. And then browns, dark Naples, terracotta, and then what about this caput mortuum? Is that how you say it? That one? I think that one there would be good to go with the terracotta. So let's try those colors. If it goes bad, it goes bad. It's my first attempt. So I go ahead, pause you again, and sharpen that. You don't have to listen to the loud, sharper noises. So one thing that I have noticed with these as well is when you sharpen them, there's not much coming off of them either, which I think maybe that's why it seems like they're lasting longer, because, like, this is my, like, the shavings of it, and this is with me using the shades of the blues, the skin tones, the greens, the pinks, all before I did the purples in here, and then just the colors I just did. And if this was Prismas, it'd be like up to top. So I don't know what kind of magic Faber-Castell's doing, but I like it. We just dust that off, and we zoom you in. Kind of lower you down, like right there. Zoom you in. There we go, because that is all of the hair. So I'm going to go with the light yellow ochre. Wait. Did I grab the wrong color. What's light yellow ochre look like? I actually kind of like that one better than that one. Because it's a little more brownish base, so I'm going to use that one. We're going to roll with it. If I should have grabbed the dark Naples yellow or dark Naples ochre, you can all say so in the comments. But yeah, these just color like a dream. So I hope everyone did have a good weekend. I'm just going to go ahead and do a base layer of everything. It was a good, relaxing weekend here. On Saturday, we went to pay the rent and get some food. Well, we didn't really get some food. We went to go get some butter, because we actually did the food shopping on Friday to beat like the last minute people to the grocery store. So we already had our food shopping done on Friday. Because we really didn't need much food this week, because we did stock up last week because it was rent week. I'm going to go in now with terracotta and start shading. So we did that Saturday, and then I came back and watched some movies on Netflix. Had a relaxing day, played some Crash Bandicoot. And I have to say, the horror movies that I watched were not very good. One was not very good, but it's a good one, if that makes sense. And that's Freddy vs. Jason. Which, that one's just a bad, good movie, you know? And then I finally got to watch The Bye Bye Man, and if you're a horror fan, just skip it. It's not good at all. I had to emphasize that. It's not good at all. Yeah, not very good at all. And I think maybe if you have like younger kids, like if you're someone who has like maybe like teenagers, like 12, 13-year-olds, it might be good, you know, to put on to like as like a little teen scare thing, but like other than that, no. Other than that, it was not a good horror movie at all. Like, it wasn't even well written or nothing like that. But I'm glad that I seen it, and I'm glad that I didn't waste money going to the movie theater like I was going to for it. Because I was originally going to go see it when it came out in the movie theaters. But I didn't, thank God. But then I watched Freddy vs. Jason to cleanse my palate of it. And Freddy vs. Jason is a bad movie. But it's, I think, in my opinion, one of the best of the Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th movie series. I almost rewatched the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th, because that one's on Netflix as well. I'm gonna turn this ever so slightly. But I didn't feel like watching it. I chose Frey versus Jason as well. One of the only reasons why I actually like the 29, the 20, why do I keep saying 20? The 09 remake of Friday the 13th is the, what's his name? Jared Padalecki? Something like that is in it. And he actually is a pretty good actor in horror. He's that guy from Supernatural, which I actually have never. Let me say, I'll rephrase that. I have watched the very first episode. It was on Netflix. I think it still is on Netflix. But there's too many episodes for me to catch up on while it's still airing. So with the final season coming next year, I figured after it's done, I'm going to start watching it. Because it's the type of show that I really would like to watch, or even that I know that I would get into. It's just I wasn't part of the hype when it first came out, so like I kind of felt like I was behind on the times and never just picked it up. But I know once I do start, I'll probably become obsessed with it. You kind of get a little sneak peek of how I do hair, which is just at random. Just kind of feel like where I need the shading, I go with the shading. There. We're going to do now that. Because I don't know that color. I don't know how to pronounce that. The Mortem. See, there we go. Like down to there. But yeah, I just really wanted to relax on Saturday because Friday there's like a whole bunch of rain and I just was too sharp of a tip. I was just so tired from the rain on Friday yet. We're all kind of still drained from it because it was one of those days where like it just would not let up Friday when that front came through. And we're all thinking about picking up some vitamin C tablets or pills when we go to Walmart or go to the store this week. Because there is a GMC, I think it is, like the vitamin store that's right next to, like down, like there's Walmart and there's like a strip mall down from it. Because me and my mom really don't get out very often to get like the vitamin C naturally, you know. So I feel like it would be good to get some, because we do take vitamins normally. My mom usually takes like the 1-a-day women's, and me and my dad usually take the 1-a-day men's vitamins, you know, multivitamins. But we figure a little extra vitamin C might give us that kind of boost for like the fatigue that we've been feeling, just that tiredness, you know. Because usually we would drink some like orange juice like that, but really orange juice and the acidity just does not agree with me and my mom's stomach. I like it, but I have to get like the low acid kind, and a lot of times the stores do not sell the low acid, no pulp orange juice. I don't know if it's maybe like a popular thing because more people can't have the acidy version of the orange juice or what, or if they just don't stock it that often. But like, it's like hardly ever in any of the stores that we go to, and that's the only version of it that I can drink is the the no acid low pulp, or low acid no pulp kind. They're from Tropicana, because that's the only kind that I've noticed that has that. There for a while, Walmart used to stock it, but now the one that we go to in this area doesn't have it a lot. I'm gonna have to ask if like maybe you can like order it from like the website into the store if they do that with, because I know they have like the ship to store option, you know, with like other stuff. I wonder if you can like order that, like order like orange juice like that from the website to the store. I wonder if we can actually do that. I do not know. Or if like I can like special order something and they can order it and then just go there and pay for it, you know, when it comes in. I'm gonna have to ask, or even just ask maybe the local grocery stores around here if maybe they can get it in that way. Like if there's like a request for it or something. Cause I know I can't be the only one in the area that's looking for that certain type of orange juice. Because honestly, I really like orange juice. It's just, I can't take the acid in it. Especially if it has pulp in there. I'll be sitting up all night with like chest pains just because of how acidy, like how much acid's in, like sitting in there. Because that's one thing I got from my mom is the acid reflux that she gets. And when it comes on, it literally feels like you are dying from the acid reflux. Like there has been times of like I've just laid there in so much pain from the like having the acid reflux come on that's just like, oh no. And like I've noticed like ways to stop it. So like for the people that actually can't stop it from coming on, I feel so sorry for you if you suffer from acid reflux or anything like that, because this is not the lightest color. Because it's just the worst feeling in the world. It's honestly one of the worst feelings in the world to actually have that kind of like burny, acidy feeling, and just feels like your whole like throat is gonna be like burned raw from it almost. Yep, I'm very happy I went with the light yellow ochre, because a lot what I picture, almost like a honey blonde color. The picking up on camera, yes, it's really nice on camera too. I still think the other one would have been nice too, but this is kind of what I was envisioning in my head. And another person I know uses these a lot is Grace over at Grace's Coloring Corner. She uses a lot of different pencils. It's always fun watching her videos or streams when she's coloring, because she uses so many different mediums on one picture. It's nice to actually like see like the different pencils go down next to each other and kind of see like the difference in the one picture. But yeah, if you know anybody who does use the polys a lot and has like videos up on them, let me know, because I would love to check them out if I don't already subscribe to them. Because I would like to watch and learn. Because I'm very much like a visual learner, where I can like watch and then adapt their technique into my coloring style. But I think after I'm done here with the hair, I'm going to end this video, because it is almost 1:30, where I have to go turn that coffee pot on. So I'll probably finish up this hair, go turn it on, and come back and say goodbye. But I think I'm going to be done coloring for tonight, because I've been coloring for... I started coloring this about 7:30, 7 o'clock. And then about 8 o'clock I watched Empire, and then I colored a little bit before filming. I did the blue here before filming, and then but yeah, I think I'm just gonna be done with coloring for tonight. I'm just gonna go, I think, lie in bed and watch, or not watch, but play some Crash Bandicoot, because I am kind of wanting to play again. So that is the hair. That is exactly what I wanted. And it looks even better in camera. Let me make sure you see this part right here needs a little bit more down in here. That's why I said if you put it on camera, you kind of can see where you missed areas or where it could be like fixed up and touched up a little more. There. So you zoom out. There's what the picture is coming along to. Once again, that was light yellow ochre, which is 183, terracotta 186, and caput mortem 169. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away so I don't lose them. I know where they go. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this recording and go turn the coffee pot on and be right back. Okay, so this is what I've got so far with the polychromos on this page. And the reason, like I said, why I want to do this one is because I want to do the single side. So when I spray the hairspray like a fixative, I can see if anything happens to it, or anything like that, if it goes through the paper, stuff like that. But yeah, I really love these pencils. So I'm going to try to move my seat so I can, okay. Cross my leg there, put it up in my lap, But if the person who has sent these is still watching it, thank you, because these are absolutely amazing pencils, and I love them. So just as like a little mini review, I guess you'd say, I do love them. On a scale like Amazon's 1 to 5, definitely a 5 stars. If you're thinking maybe of like getting your first like high-end or higher end pencils, if you're trying to choose between like the polys or the prismas, honestly, and it's actually surprising that I would say this, but I actually think that for a first time like entries to like the higher, like the budget, more like not the budget friendly, like the higher end, like the more artist quality pencils, I actually think these would be more beginner friendly to that. Just simply because the prismas, when you first use them, if you push too hard, you will really go through your wax more. You'll like burn through the wax more, so you'll be like pushing it down into the paper, and it kind of like melts into the paper more. Where these ones kind of just like, you've seen how the tips looked after I was done with the hair and the purples like that. I really didn't feel like you used much at all. You know what I mean? So I feel like these would be more like entry friendly, I guess you'd say, because you look at this terracotta, what I use on the hair. That's the point on it, yeah, right there. You go to focus, there you go. That's still the point on it right there, after sharpening it once. That's not resharpening or anything like that. So I feel like these would be a little bit more, if you're just starting to get into the budget or non-budget friendlies and more artist quality pencils. But yeah, I really love them, and I can't wait to get better at them and to use them more often. And I definitely will use them in a color and chat. So yeah, I will definitely use them. I can't wait to test them out on different paper. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the cape here in blue. And I think for her outfit, I may do it in purples. So this will be purple and the cape will be blue. Or the cape might be blue or purple and this might be blue. I'm not sure. But then I'm going to probably paint the acrylic background for this, for the black background here, and then I'll probably do the little moon and stuff like that as well in pencils. That's it for today. This is a long one. I'm gonna go ahead and edit it together and upload it. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much to the person that has sent these pencils and these markers. I absolutely love them. I still can't believe I can like say I have the polychromos, and to be able to say I have the polychromos and to say that they're a gift, it makes me love them even more, you know what I mean? Because like I can say like I have the pencils, but now I can also say I have them because of an amazing person. So yeah, thank you so much once again, and I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be starting the Jade Summer Dragons page, and I think I'm going to be using I don't know what pencil I'm going to use. I might use my Castle art pencils because I do like them and I want to use them more. I haven't really tested them fully out on CreateSpace paper or Amazon paper yet, so I might use my Castle arts. That's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and end this, edit and upload this, and go ahead and finalize my pictures for next month's color along. And like I said, if you want me to do this page, I will attempt to start doing this page on camera, or one of this artist, the Enzi Guerrero or Onzi Guerrero's pictures in the back here, because they are grayscale. So maybe I'll attempt to do one of these ones next month if you are interested in it. I really like that one right there. I think that one looked really good as well in polychromos. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing one of these ones done, maybe I'll add it to the list for next month. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. And until next time, happy coloring.